Simone Ariane Biles has made her place in our hearts with her exceptional skills and her lovable demeanor. Although it feels like we know everything there is to know about our girl, there is a long list of endless facts about Ms. Biles that are not public knowledge. That's exactly why we're here, so we can tell you all about the things you, as fans of the GOAT, might not be familiar with. Let's get into things that the fans never knew about Simone Biles. She is a natural risk taker who started gymnastics after a field trip in daycare. It's absolutely true that an even tinier Biles was born with the abilities needed to be a gymnast. As a child, she started to try backflipping off mailboxes. Yep, mailboxes. The real reason why we today have a champion as wonderfully talented as Simone Biles takes us all the way back to the year 2003, when a 6-year-old Simone went on a field trip while in daycare to one of Bannon's gymnastics outside of Houston, which is where she lived at the time too. There, she actually ended up imitating a couple of girls working on their routines, which caught the eyes of the coaches present there. A letter was sent to Biles' home, which suggested that her parents allow her to take up the sport. And the rest, as they say, is history. Well, not quite, because we cannot even begin to fathom the kind of hard work that must have gone into becoming the star that she is today. She was adopted as a kid by her grandparents. Simone didn't always live in Houston, Texas. In fact, she was born in Columbus, Ohio in 1997. However, she was put in foster care as a child along with her 3 siblings because her mother had been struggling with addiction. Air Force veteran and Simone's maternal grandfather stepped in with his wife, a retired nurse, and decided to take care of the kids. When Simone was 6 years old, the couple officially adopted Simone and her younger sister, Adria, while her older siblings were taken in by the kids' great aunt. When she was a participant at the Olympics, she endured some controversy as a commentator referred to her adoptive parents as simply her grandparents. Simone was upset with a reporter who actually apologized for his comment later on. She is tiny. Okay, so gymnasts are usually relatively short. We get it. It helps because the shorter height gives them an advantage in the high complex jumps that they perform during competitions. But Simone Biles is merely 4 feet 9 inches, making her the shortest of all 555 athletes in Rio back in 2016. However, Biles actually takes pride in her height, saying that it's never about the size difference. It has absolutely everything to do with loving her own bodies. Yes, queen, possibly the gymnast gene in the fam. We say this because we found out that Simone's sister, who is 2 years younger, is also a talented gymnast. The girls apparently also work out and train together so they can be supportive of one another. Adria, who trained with Simone until she was 16, said that she thought her sister was fearless. She also shared in an interview with ESPN that Simone would put a couch on the floor below and jump off a second-floor railing. Risk-taking daredevil indeed. She is a queen of many firsts. Okay, let's see. She is the first American to have won a medal in every World Artistic Gymnastics Championship event, a first to have won 3 World All-Around titles too in a row. She, of course, is the first African American to hold the title of World All-Around Championship. Back in 2016, Biles became one of only 5 women gymnasts to have won 4 gold medals at a single Olympics. And of course, she became the first female gymnast from the USA to have carried the country's flag during the closing ceremonies. She's had the same coach since she was 8 years old. Coach Amy Borman came across Simone as she practiced. A year after she had begun training, Amy was obviously taken by the natural talent that Simone possessed, decided to train her. At the time, however, Amy had never trained an athlete gymnast, which Biles thinks was wonderful for her because, according to the way she sees it, it was a learning process for both of them because they were both clueless as to how to move things around. She is terrified of bees. After having received her gold medal at the World Championships 2014, Biles was informed that her bouquet had a bee in it, and Simone, merely 16 at the time, giggled and jumped off the stage. So it'd be safe to say that no matter how incredible and mesmerizing she is as an athlete, she's still a human being like the rest of us, with fears and other things at times holding her back. She's absolutely unbeatable at floor routines. Okay, so this goes without saying that Biles is one of the best competitors in every event. It is, however, her floor routine which can easily be labeled as her signature, because her tumbling passes are at such a difficulty level that it's at the difficulty of the first pass of most other gymnasts, which essentially is the slot where most other gymnasts perform their most complex moves. What that means is essentially that Biles would be able to perform other people's most difficult tumbling passes after having completed 2 even harder ones. Damn, she is a dog person. Oh yes. Yes, she's a dog person indeed. At one point, Biles and her family had 4 German Shepherds named Maggie, Atlas, Lily, and Bella. She also has French Bulldogs Lilo and Rambo, and it's safe to say that our girl is obsessed. She has created a separate Instagram account for them named @TheBilesFrenchies, where the athlete posts photos and updates of the doggo. She absolutely loves pizza. What? Just because she's a champion Olympian, she can't enjoy a slice or two of good pizza? On her Instagram account, she once posted about a pizza with one word caption which read, happiness. And if we're being totally honest, we agree. Pizza brings happiness. Always. She loves to experiment with eye makeup. Biles is all about busting stereotypes against female athletes regarding their looks and performance. She doesn't hide her love for eye makeup and often experiments with different looks. She wishes to get a real job after she's done competing. We genuinely commend Simone for being realistic about her career as a gymnast as well as her future. Gymnasts usually tend to have short careers, and Simone isn't going to let herself be swept up in the fairy tale of it all. She wants to go and get an actual job as soon as she's finished with competing. She was diagnosed with ADHD as a child and has spoken up about it. 1 month into having made history at Rio in 2016, someone hacked into Simone's private and confidential medical records, along with those of other athletes, and released them for the world to see. As horrible as the attack in itself was, Biles took to her Twitter account to open up about the situation. She shared that she was diagnosed when she was a child and that she was taking medication, which was approved by the USA Gymnastics. She also shared that having ADHD did not have the same stigma attached to it today as it did decades ago. She refused to be made to feel embarrassed for getting help and medication. She has 4 gymnastic moves named after her. 4! One move is on the beam, 2 on the floor, and another one on vault. Biles also recently became the first woman to be successful in performing a vault move known as Yurchenko double pike. The move actually involves a gymnast doing a round-off back handspring, getting onto the springboard, only then to vault high enough so that the 2 flips can be completed in a pike position. She has her own emoji, known as the Simoji. There's a 99-cent app which features a number of cartoon figures of Biles. She not emoji is the winky face with its tongue sticking out. She competed at the 2018 World Championships with a painful kidney stone. Not only did she compete in the World Championships, Biles actually won the 2018 competition at the Gymnastics Championship in Qatar, even though she had to be taken into the emergency room the night before she was to compete. She reportedly had been experiencing serious pain in the right side of her stomach for a couple of days and went in as a precaution because she was worried it may be appendicitis. Upon testing, it was revealed that she had a kidney stone, which she did not pass before the competition. Instead, Biles went back and posted the highest individual scores on the floor events, as well as for beam and vault ones. She came in second on uneven bars and had a vault named after her. What a legend. We're truly in awe of how incredible this 24-year-old magical being is. That's a wrap for this video. Did you know any of these facts about Simone Biles? And do you think we missed any? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.